guys? We're back for another Dokkan battle video, and our boy EZA INT BUU has gotten his EZA, and he is a beast. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more respect on our boy EZA INT BUU by putting a sticker on him. So, bam, there we go. EZA INT BUU is probably one of the best EZAs in the game. His sticker actually does look pretty decent, too. Alright, so let's just go ahead and head back. Alright, so this is the Majin Power category. I mean, look at that. So we got LR BUU tanks right there, and then we got Kid BUU right there, number 2 in terms of attack power. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and test out Kid BUU. Let's see how strong he is now that he's EZA'd. Of course, I should mention I do also have him at full level 10 links. So let's go and take a look at how good our boy Kid BUU is. Alright, so we're here in an event. We have our boy Kid BUU. I mean, he's going to be looking pretty good right here. So one thing about EZA INT BUU, of course, he is a Big Bad Bosses unit, so Big Bad Boss is going to give him a tremendous amount of attack and defense, right? The only thing about LR BUU tanks is BUU tanks does not have Big Bad Bosses until he transforms into Buuhan, right? That is one important thing to keep in mind. So I'm curious, so Kid BUU, 94k, wow, 94k without Big Bad Bosses, and then once we get Big Bad Bosses, 114k without support. That's not bad. So he gets, what, 100% attack at the start of turn, another 70% attack and defense when HP is 30% or more. Then he gives Majin Power category Extreme Class Allies 1 key when HP is above 50% or more. And then Extreme Class Allies get another key when HP is 70% or more. It's nuts. Like, they made him so good for this Majin Power team. I mean, you know, the key is going to be so useful for units like LR BUU tanks, right? All right, so let's see right here. All right, 4 million. Turn 1, no support. So, I mean, obviously, why did they do that to Super Saiyan 3 Broly, dude? I don't understand. What? Are you kidding me? Kid BUU does 4 million turn 1, right? Now, keep in mind, he raises his defense by 30% on super attack. So his defense was, what, like 140, 150k right there or something like that after supering? With a 4 million attack stat, and he heals 12% HP at the start of turn. And then, oh, by the way, he does have the Infinite Regeneration link as well, which heals 3% HP at the start of turn. And he's a support. I don't understand what they were thinking with Super Saiyan 3 Broly. I don't. Like, he's good, but he ain't Kid BUU. he ain't fucking Kid BUU, man. Like, I don't know. They were just like, fuck it. Like, is there going to be a better Super Saiyan 3 Broly coming up or something like that? Like, that doesn't make sense either, because usually it's like, okay, so they're like, all right, we're just going to go ahead and make this EZA unit crazy, and then we're going to directly replace him like 5 seconds later. That's something that, you know, we think there's going to be a Dragon Ball Heroes Dokkan Fest coming up next month. Could it be like Super Saiyan 3 Broly that transforms into Super Saiyan 4 Broly or something? Like what are they thinking? Like, I just don't understand. Like, and it's like Kid BUU, the thing about Kid BUU, right? There's already another good Kid BUU in the game. So it's like, yeah, it's awesome that Kid BUU is now, like, you know, top 5 EZA, sure. But, like, we already had a great Kid BUU. Well, is he great? I mean, he's good. The physical one? Okay, BUU tanks, relax. Chill. We're good. You can stop now. Whereas Super Saiyan 3 Broly, it's just him in a free-to-play Super Saiyan 3 Broly, right? Like, we don't need, like, we needed Super Saiyan 3 Broly's EZA to be way better than Kid BUU's. The other thing, too, is Kid BUU is INT, right? Super Saiyan 3 Broly is Tech. Extreme Tech, at this point, is, like, the worst. Okay, so now we have Kid BUU with Buff BUU, which means we have 6 out of 7 links. And his defense is now 122k without support. Okay. This rotation, by the way, Buff BUU plus Kid BUU is like it's a lot. 4.45. Again, no support. But like, people, it's funny because like Kid BUU's EZA details come out and people never know what it is that they need to look for, right? Like, people, I feel like it's like they think of like the big shiny numbers, like, oh, 150% attack and defense, stuff like that. And then like a unit gets an EZA and they see like 70% and it's like, he sucks. What are they thinking? But it's like, well, remember, right? Sorry, my cord is you know, my cord. Listen, I tried cleaning out the charging port. It didn't do much. I guess I'll try and clean it out again. I think I've gotten a million new cords. I'm actually gonna have to buy a new phone, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, here, let me point this out with Kid Buu, right? So Kid Buu has 18,600 attack. That is like ridiculously high. Even for EZA units, that's super, super high. A lot of these, like, you know, 120% leads, their stats are crazy. So you start giving them EZAs, and this shit is nuts. And then he's even at almost 11k defense, which is really good. Like, we're closing in on LR territory at that point. There's not a ton of units that have over 11,000 defense, right? So, I mean, his stats are great. So that is interesting. Here, I'm going to go ahead and transform into Buhan. You know, we'll just get the animation in here. Maybe give him an attack. Actually, am I going to finish off Frieza right here? I think we probably will, huh? I'm going to go ahead and... I'm gonna keep the... so we're going to do this, right? We're going to do Buu Tanks, Buhan, and then Skinny Buu. Let's see if we finish this guy off. I think we probably will. This Golden Frieza right here. But let's go ahead and see. If he survives, next turn we'll have Kid Buu and Buff Buu again. But again, we've seen what we wanted to see, right? Because Majin Power, I intentionally just didn't bring any support-type units here. Although, I mean, what support-type unit am I going to bring? Because, like, there's, like, AGL Buu Piccolo, who's a support-type unit. But he buffs the Power Absorption category, which Kid Buu is not on, right? And then, of course, Physical Kid Buu is the big-time support-type unit on Majin Power. But, of course, you know, we're using the INT Kid Buu, so we're not really able to even rock that, right? So, you know, that's important. Man, I think about the fact that Kid Buu heals 12% HP on super attack, too. Like, oh, additionals for difficult modes with this guy are going to be very, very good. But, like, he does so much damage, it's like, how can you not do crit, right? But he's just strong. This Kid Buu is real good. They made him real good. All right, so now we're on the Artificial Life Form team, and this is good, because we don't really have, you know, the great... Well, I guess Kid Buu does link up pretty well with Fat Buu, huh? Because what do they have? Infinite Regeneration. They have Fierce Battle, of course, while standing tall. And then Majin. Yeah, so, I mean, that's the thing. Like, any Buu with this guy, he's at 100k defense. Again, that's without support. Like, the Link level update, what it did to, like, a lot of these villain characters is just so crazy. Like, and I've been talking about it recently with the Shadow Dragons as well. Like, they're going to get this treatment, too. The Shadow Dragon team, like, the Shadow Dragon characters. As soon as we get, like, a bunch of Shadow Dragons that are good, or, like, you know, the big one, you know, crazy, ridiculous transforming Sin Shenron into Omega, things are going to get real nasty, like, with the Shadow Dragons. Like, they're going to be good. And I would not be shocked if they did, like, a Shadow Dragon category. You know, there's the Shadow Dragon Saga, and then they can also do Shadow Dragon. It would not surprise me if they did that, right? So then the Shadow Dragon could... So, like, we get, like, a transforming Sin Shenron. And he would have, like, I don't know, like 200% the Shadow Dragons, and then like 150% the Shadow Dragon Saga. And then, I mean, that would be just nuts, right? I brought Ames. Ames, of course, is a support type unit for Artificial Life Forms and Extreme Class allies. That's the other thing, too. So, Kid Buu, right? You know, super attacks, he's at 150k defense. He's doing 4 million attack stats, 3 million, you know, just in last turn 1. But then he's also, like, giving key support to extreme class allies. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, he did not need that. He did not need the key support. But they said, whatever, we're going to give it to him anyway. All right, so here we go again. You know, 6 out of 7 links active. All I can say at this point is GG, fellas. By the way, like, that Gohan and Goten, can we release them in game, please? They're over 2. This event is 2.5 years old. They haven't given us that Super Saiyan Gohan and Goten from the Shadow Dragon Saga. There are no Super Saiyan Goten GT cards in Dokkan right now. Only the baby controlled one. And then that's Gohan from the Shadow Dragon Saga, where he's got, like, you know, he's got the Goku gi on. Like, why have they not released them yet? Like, I don't understand. Like, like, man, GT, it's just so easy for them to do stuff, like, for some of these teams. I really want them to badly. Like, we gotta get more respect in some of those teams, for sure. Okay, so Wow, we're only going to get one more turn. Yeah, it's tough going into some of these older events, right? Like, I decided, oh, here, whatever, we'll go ahead and hop into the Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku event, and we just, like, plow through this in 2 seconds, right? We're going to look at BUU probably on a bunch of teams, right? Because especially now that, like, private servers and all that is taken care of, like, we'll probably look at BUU. We already looked at him at Majin Power. We're on Artificial Life Form. We'll look at him on Transformation Boost. And then probably Revived Warriors as well. We could do BUU Saga too. Like, there's just so many different options. So here we go. Now we got Metal Cooler. Metal Cooler, 150k, dude. He's at 150k defense. He raises defense by 30% on Super Attack. What is my stats for him? 15 crit and 7 additional. Yeah, I did just give him that little additional. I had an extra one, so I was like, whatever, we'll toss that on him. Again, he does heal and raises defense on Super Attack. So I could see the value in giving him additionals, but like the damage he does is so unreal. Like it's just, it's ridiculous. Like 4.9 million right there. Like, dude, relax. Kid BUU, stop. Let him breathe, please. Look at this. Okay, sure. Yeah, Metal Cooler was giving 30% attack and then 40% defense right there. But wow, pretty good by Kid BUU. He's pretty good. Alright, so now we're on Transformation Boost with our boy Kid BUU. Now, keep in mind that Cooler, right? When there's 2 enemies, is giving a buff to Terrifying Conquer. So Cooler is not supporting Kid BUU right here. Kid BUU's got, what do we got? Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, and then Brutal Beatdown is what he has with Turles. Plus, Turles, of course, has that support type buff as well. And then, look, dude, look at the key. I mean, Turles is giving 3, but then don't forget Kid BUU is giving 1 as well. And then Kid BUU, I mean, the way that passive works, right, he's going to be giving himself key, too. Like, so it's like, I love how, the way Kid BUU used to be, right, even before the Link update and stuff like that, like, he could do damage. Damage was not really an issue for Kid BUU. But key, like, he had no key links, no key from his passive, nothing. Now this man gets 2 key from Majin, 2 key from Infinite Regeneration, and 2 key from his passive. So he's auto-supering if you have full health and you have him linked up with the right units. It's just, it's just impressive what they did. Honestly, like it's pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with this Kid BUU EZA. And again, you know, some people were like, oh, it seems, you know, disappointing and all that. It's like, I don't know. Like, would I personally have made any changes to Kid BUU's EZA? I mean, looking at it, no, not that I see. I mean, the only thing, I guess, I would say, I don't really have an issue with his attack and defense being HP restricted at 30%. That's not a problem, because he's on healing. His teams heal like crazy. You know, every once in a while, sure, you might not have it, but I mean, 30%, it's hard in, like, difficult events to be under 30% HP. Like, that, you know, like with LR Cell transforming and stuff like that, it's tough. It's not that easy. So 90% of the time, you're going to have Kid BUU's passive active. And then the only thing I guess I would say I would change is maybe take off the HP restrictions for his Majin Power key support and then his Extreme Class key support. I think we could have, that's the only thing I really would say. But him raising attack and defense on Super, healing, like everything he's doing, I'm fine the way he is. All right, so here he is. 122k. I mean, the damage we're going to see here is going to be pretty good, obviously, with buff BUU, you know, giving him 6 out of 7 links, and, of course, Turles giving 40%. Like, it's just, it's, again, it's very impressive, and it's a lot that this man is doing. 5.11. Like, sheesh. You know, he... And then you have buff BUU. Like, look at this. The two of them are at almost 10 million combined. Like, they both came out, like, 500 years ago. Like, this is why EZA is the best. EZA is the king. I mean, there's just no doubt about it, right? EZA is just, like, so nuts, man. I don't know. Like, I love this. It's doing 5 million. 5 million is pretty good, in case you weren't aware. That's, it's quite solid. It's 5 million. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure, bud. You keep doing 5 mil. We'll give him another turn here. And then I guess we might head over to... Might as well head over to Revived Warriors as well. And see the type of damage our boy Kid BUU's putting up over there. I don't know if we'll use this Angel Frieza as leader, or maybe we'll do the Int Golden Frieza. Because here's the thing, like, running this Frieza as leader is going to be better for Ki for units that are on the team. But honestly, like, you know, Kid Buu, the Ki is not really going to be so much of an issue for him. Because, like, if you're running him with how powerful the Link level update is, of course you want to run him with another Buu unit. You have plenty of Buu units to pick from on all his teams, right? Because Fat Buu and Buff Buu are both revived warriors as well. So you're not really going to struggle. And, you know, the thing about Fat Buu and Buff Buu, they're both units that have infinite regeneration as well. You know, like, because, like, the thing about, like, LR Buu tanks and Buhan and all those Super Buu absorptions is that they don't have those, right? All right. Deborah doesn't have more than meets the eye, does he? No. Okay. So here we'll do this attack set right here. Actually, let's see what is his defense? 144k. I love that so much. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and do this. What's Deborah's defense at? Because he's stacked a couple times. 167. We'll go ahead and let him attack Paragus now. Yeah. So we'll let this play out, and then I guess we'll head over to the revived warrior team as well. But yeah, Kid Buu is just 4.94, just every single turn, just like not getting touched, absolutely destroying. Right, if he gets an additional super attack, his attack would be even higher too. Like he's nuts, man. Like honestly, this Kid Buu is again he's a bad boy. They made him a bad boy. All right, see you later, Paragus. Man, they really did that with Kid Buu, huh? They're just like, you know what, whatever, whatever. We're just gonna make Kid Buu the king. Okay. Because his defense is good. Like, he's got good defense as well with these 4 and 5 million attack stats. And all the healing he does, like, damn. Damn. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. Alright, so we'll do one more run on the revived warrior team. Of course, you know, with Angel, Gold, and Frieza, there's shenanigans you could do like this, you know, Broly and Gogeta next to each other, right? How about that? Dragon Ball Z, Broly, and Gogeta. Now, we see how crazy this Int Kid Buu EZA is. We see how crazy Super 17 is. So, like, what is going to happen with some of these units? Like, Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Int Gogeta, the OG Super Saiyan 4s, like, how busted are they going to be? What, physical cooler, Janemba, like, man, it is exciting, some of these EZAs and stuff like that. Like, there's, boy, they seem pretty good. All right, so this is a weird rotation. Only Fierce Battle. Okay, yeah, I'm glad to get rotations like this, too, where, you know, we don't have, like, you know, craziness going on. Darkness Toa is supporting Kid Buu, but we're not getting, whatchamacallit, a lot of his Majin links. 2.76. He's still almost at 3 million with, like, nothing. Like, that's almost completely just him. Like, Fierce Battle plus what? Darkness Toe is giving 30%? Like, you know, it's not like that was the craziest shit ever right there. Like, oh, you know, we're getting so many buffs from so many different sources. That was just Buu pulling his dick out and slapping Gohan in the face with it. That's all that was. So, yeah, pretty, pretty impressive, that's for sure. Here, we'll go ahead and use Broly's active skill right here. A little bit of fun with LR Tech Broly right on this revived warrior team. Now, Tech Broly, of course, is one of the big winners of Frieza's leader skill, right? Like, yeah, again, Frieza giving 4 Ki, 150% across the board for those two categories is going to be really good. I don't think Broly will take too much damage here because, again, he's not weak. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's actually a lot of damage. Oh, we're in trouble. I thought Tech Broly would be able to handle Gohan better than that. Okay, sure. Well, the good news is that Broly will probably kill Gohan here. Well, we might die, actually. Oh, no, Tech Broly. I thought he could handle it. All right, well, we did get the crit, so goodbye, Gohan. Okay, sure. This actually works out perfectly. Oh, Darkness Toa got her healing ability. Okay, so Kid Buu, right? Does he have... I don't think he has his full passive here, because we lost so much health, right? So this right here is Kid Buu, I think, without the extra 70% attack and defense. So that actually worked out perfectly, the way that happened. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. But remember, Darkness Toa, she is now giving 50% as a buff rather than 30%, right? So let me see. We should be able to tell instantly from Kid Buu's attack stat. 4.19. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks like that's Kid Buu right there without his full passive. I mean, without it, he was still over 100k defense. And, I mean, that's still the damage he did right there, just one-shotting like that, even without his full passive, right? Because the turn starts, Kid Buu was not over 30%, so we didn't have that extra 70% attack and defense, but he still did that. He still did that, even without his full passive. Like, nuts. He's nuts. All right, so this behemoth, this is Transcendent Majin. Kid BUU. Leader skills now Extreme Int, Key 3, and 130% of stats. So, of course, that's a good leader skill for something like Battlefield or something like that. And then he also gives Super Int, 3 Key, and 90% of stats. Super attack is the Super Vanishing Ball, which raises attack and defense for 1 turn, immense damage, and recovers 12% HP. So we're talking HP regeneration. That rotation with buff BUU, you know, the turn would start, they're going to heal 6% HP with infinite regeneration. Then Kid BUU on super attack is healing 12% HP. Then if buff BUU gets hit, he heals 5% HP at the end of turn. So those two together are going to be doing a lot of healing and a lot of damage, and their defense is not exactly bad either. Kid BUU's passive is Single-Mindedness, which gives him 100% attack at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 70% attack and defense when HP's 30% or more. And then he also gives Majin Power category Extreme Class Allies 1 key when HP's 50% or more. And then Extreme Class Allies 1 key when HP's 70% or more. I guess the other thing I don't like how it's Majin Power Extreme Class Allies, right? Because that would have been very useful for like LR-Oob. LR-Oob really could have benefited from that, or even Skinny BUU as well. So it is unfortunate that they restricted it to extreme Majin Power. I don't know why they would do that. Because the category is so small, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then I feel like you probably could have taken off the HP restriction for those as well. But I mean, Kid BUU, he's already good enough. I mean, there's, you know, I shouldn't really nitpick, I guess, right? His links are Majin, Brutal Beatdown, More Than Meets the Eye, Big Bad Bosses, Infinite Regeneration, The Wall, Standing Tall, and Fierce Battle. So, of course, his links are God tier. I mean, any Big Bad Bosses unit is always going to look really good at full link level 10, which Kid BUU was. 12 key multiplier is 140%. See, that's interesting, too. His 12 key multiplier is lower than most Dokkan Fest exclusives, because Kid BUU, this is still before they just started slapping 150% on everything. So that's interesting. And then, of course, our boy Kid BUU is on a few different category teams at this point. Of course, he's on the Revived Warrior team, which, I mean, now between Kid BUU and this Angel Golden Frieza and, like, this Vegeta and Gohan, like, this team got a lot better in 2020. Like, this is nice, right? Then, of course, Kid BUU is also on the BUU Saga team. This is the one team Kid BUU is on that we didn't actually look at. But, I mean, so much overlap with, like, Majin Power and, like, Artificial Life Form and stuff like that, right? Because we would just be running, you know, full BUU stuff anyway, pretty much on the BUU Saga team. And then probably, like, a rotation of, like, Goku and Vegeta and then, like, that Vegeta or something like that. Then, of course, Kid BUU is also on Transformation Boost. As if that team needed any more buffs. Well, guess what? It got one. It got a big-ass buff. Then, of course, Kid BUU is also on Artificial Life Form, which is another team I absolutely really love and really enjoy using this team. I think Kid BUU is going to be very, very solid over here on this Artificial Life Form team. Again, now you can really build a bunch of variety of teams with this, right? Going cell rotations. You know, you could do, again, Super 17 and Rildo is a really nasty rotation on Artificial Life Form. You still have Baby, who is a behemoth, right? Run him with Rildo. Like, you know, you have the cells, the BUUs. Like, Artificial Life Form is really good. And then finally, Kid BUU is down here on Majin Power, which, whew, boy, after his EZA, then LR BUU Tanks, BUU Piccolo, these units, this is crazy. The 50% Super BUU, Skinny BUU, Exchange BUU's not too bad. Like, you know, this, and of course, Buff BUU, your EZA as well. Like, man, Kid BUU's good. I mean, I don't know where I would actually rank him on top EZA units. I'd have to think about it some more, but it's like, I mean, it's Janemba. I don't know, Janemba and Golden Frieza, just the way they're, like, offense and defense, just for me, what I look for, I still love them so much, but, like, can I really consider them better than, like, Super 17 or Kid BUU? Like, Kid BUU, look at the attack, like, he's just for free at, like, 4 million attacks at, like, every single turn. It's just, like, effortless with this guy. So, I don't know. I'm going to take him into, like, the Legendary Goku event. We'll take him into Super Battle Road as well. Super Battle Road will be a really tough test for him. But, you know, that damage, it'll be interesting to see. So, thanks, guys, for watching. And I'll catch y'all next time.